Thanks for staying with us, viewers. Let's go across. Nikhil Khandelwal still with us, Chairman and Managing Director at Systematix Group. Nikhil, great having you. Let me first get a sense from you about Vodafone and everything that's playing out in the telecom space. This is, it's big news, but there's no waiver. There's still some bit of clarity required with regard to the waiver. Do you believe that that's where the larger part of the expectation or the weight of expectation actually sits, which is the waiver, and which is why probably the street is a bit disappointed, 15% lower now on a Vodafone Idea?
No, you are absolutely right. The market was expecting much more from today's cabinet meeting. Definitely, waiver was something which was the first set of expectation from the market participants, and that has definitely not come. The numbers are quite staggering, as we all know. Close to 2 lakh crores of debt, 85,000 crores of AGR dues. So, I think from a news perspective, from a development perspective, it is still positive. It shows a clear intent that the government doesn't want a duopoly and they are supporting the larger cause. But I think from a short-term perspective, the market participants are clearly not enthused. Given that the first expectation of the market was that there will be some form of a waiver which will come to Vodafone Idea. So yeah, I mean, short term the reaction may be so, but net it's a positive development for the sector and for the company in general. Is our view at this point of time.
And Nikhil, within the telecom pack, is Vodafone something that interests you, or do you believe that telecom as an entire space is something that you like, and within that, what is it that you like, that you prefer?
I think the telecom sector is best played through two large companies. One is Bharti Airtel, which clearly is the most, I think best placed in terms of market positioning, pricing, even the valuations, etc. So I think it's in a very sweet spot. But the other play which we have been recommending as well as owning in some of our own portfolios of our company is Indus Towers. That is also a very strong play on the entire telecom theme, and in fact, from the Vodafone Idea as a pack, also a large part of their tower requirements are catered by Indus Tower. And any positive news in Vodafone Idea is actually a positive news for Indus Towers as well. So it gives you the best of both the worlds in terms of the Bharti Airtel growth is also built into Indus Towers, and also any revival which comes from Vodafone Ideas also can be played through Indus Towers. So these are the two best platforms to play the entire telecom theme, and we really believe that is a multi-decadal theme as far as India is concerned. So definitely one of these two stocks should be there in the portfolios to participate in the sector.
You believe valuations, at least for an Airtel, seem reasonable as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Got it. Nikhil, how are you playing metals at this point? Because that's the other sector which is in focus today in particular, especially given the safeguard duty which the government has imposed on steel imports, which helps obviously the domestic industry, and it's been the appeal of the domestic industry for a while. It was in the pipeline, wasn't coming through. A nice little New Year gift coming through for that. How would you play metals?
Yeah, I think the non-ferrous metal space has been on a tear, which we have seen, across copper, aluminium, and of course the precious metals as well, the gold and silver. The one piece of the puzzle, which is obviously the most volume-driven category of steel, was something which was still facing a lot of pricing pressure, largely driven by import from outside of our country. And I think the government has come forward and addressed through the import duty move today morning. We believe that in general the metals in pack in general is a good theme to play. It is, as we all understand, is a good theme on India's housing as well as India's infrastructure development. If well protected by the import the risk of the import prices, etc., and the dumping of a lot of imported products, the sector can really thrive. Majority of the Indian metal manufacturers, whether ferrous or non-ferrous, are increasingly putting a lot of value-added capacities as well. So a mix of all that, the entire pack, whether a ferrous a metal platform like Tata Steel or a non-ferrous metal platform like Vedanta, both are quite attractive, and so are the entire set of metal value chain producers. So it's an attractive area. We are quite overweight on the entire sector in general, and non-ferrous was our more preferred pick. But with the recent move on by the government on the import duty on the ferrous metal side as well, that there are a few large companies like Tata Steel which also can be participated for I mean, they also have a significant value sitting within the company, and I think this move provides a good momentum opportunity in these companies.
Sure. So, what is that one sector that you're betting big on for outperformance in 2026, where you think there is scope of a profit pool as well, which is getting created? Because before we know it, soon we're going to be stepping into earnings too.
Yeah. No, so I think one which you spoke in the show sometime back is PSUs. I think that is something which we have been quite positive for the last 6-7 months. But I think that has been spoken of. I think beyond that, we are quite positive and enthused by the entire pharmaceutical, the entire pack of pharmaceutical industry. We are seeing the data as it plays out, and we are seeing that there's a very clear trend of significant volume growth in amongst the leading players in pharmaceutical industry from Indian market. We are also seeing that these companies are beginning to get a good share of growth from their emerging market portfolio, and while continuing to grow their value-added portfolio across the world, including from US and Europe, and the pharmaceutical industry in general is also getting significantly consolidated with let's say the top 10 to 15 players actually gaining more market within the domestic space. So given this entire trend of volume growth in India and emerging markets and a good balance of earnings and volume from global markets, we are quite excited about the sector in general. But in general, in particular, we are Cipla and Sun Pharma are the two companies which we are extremely overweight on, and we believe that these two would be stocks, must-have stocks in the portfolio from the next year perspective. So this sector in general, largely domestic pharma companies, but within that, Cipla and Sun Pharma are our two best picks.
Okay, Nikhil, great to have you today on the show, and here's wishing you a very happy new year from all of us.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Okay, let's take a very quick break on that note. But, since Vodafone is the hot topic